Think women aren't noticing you? Think again. Today, we uncover the subtle signs that women are checking you out, which most men often miss. From quick glances that linger a second too long to the way she adjusts her posture when you're near, these signals are discreet but telling. We'll guide you through these cues so you can start recognizing when you're the focus of someone's attention. Tune in to learn how to spot these understated signs and understand what they mean. Become more aware of the interest you're drawing without even knowing it. Before we get going, if you're new here, please press that red button to subscribe to the channel and comment, "I've subscribed," so I can thank you. Now, let's dive in. 1. Looking you up and down quickly. You might think you'd notice if a woman was checking you out from head to toe, but think again. Women are masters of the quick once-over, able to assess your physique in the blink of an eye. It's a brief but complete glance that takes in everything from your hair to your shoes, with a special focus on your overall build and proportions. She might linger for a split second on your chest, your arms, or your backside, but blink and you'll miss it. This rapid-fire assessment is her way of getting a sense of your overall attractiveness without being too obvious about it. So the next time you feel a fleeting gaze pass over you, don't be too quick to dismiss it. She might just be appreciating the view. 2. Fixing her posture when you enter the room. Have you ever noticed a woman suddenly sit up straighter or adjust her stance when you walk into a room? This sudden change in posture is a subtle but unmistakable sign that she's aware of your presence, and she wants to make a good impression. Whether she's smoothing her hair, straightening her clothing, or simply standing a little taller, these small adjustments are her way of presenting herself in the best possible light. It's like she's subconsciously saying, "I want to look my best for you." So if you notice a lady suddenly become more poised and put together when you enter her orbit, take it as a compliment. She's definitely noticed you, and she likes what she sees. 3. Tilting her head slightly. It's a small gesture, but it speaks volumes. When a woman tilts her head slightly while talking to you or listening to you speak, it's a subconscious sign that she's interested in what you have to say. This subtle body language cue is often accompanied by a slight smile or a softening of the facial features, indicating that she's engaged and attentive. It's like she's physically leaning in to catch every word, even if she's not actually moving closer. This head tilt is a powerful sign of interest and attraction, one that's easy to miss if you're not paying attention. But once you start noticing it, you'll be amazed at how often it happens. So the next time you're chatting with a lady and you see her head tilt ever so slightly, take it as a good sign. She's definitely into you. 4. Smiling when she sees you from a distance. You're walking down the street minding your own business when suddenly you catch a woman's eye from across the way. She's not close enough to talk to, but she's definitely noticed you, and she's smiling. This genuine smile, given freely and without expectation of interaction, is a clear sign that she likes what she sees. It's a way of acknowledging your presence and expressing a positive reaction, even from a distance. This type of smile is different from the polite, perfunctory smile she might give to a stranger or acquaintance. It's warmer, more authentic, and often accompanied by a slight blush or a sparkle in the eyes. So if you find yourself on the receiving end of one of these long-distance grins, take it as a compliment. She may not be ready to approach you just yet, but she's definitely intrigued. 5. Eyes widening momentarily. It's a blink and you'll miss it moment, but it's a powerful one. When a woman's eyes widen momentarily upon seeing you, it's a reflexive sign of surprise or attraction. This brief widening of the eyes is often accompanied by a slight intake of breath or a parting of the lips, as if she's suddenly taken aback by your presence. It's a subconscious response that she can't control, one that indicates a strong and immediate reaction to you. This eye-widening moment may only last a fraction of a second, but it's a clear sign that you've made an impression. So if you catch a lady's eyes growing wide when she spots you, don't be too quick to dismiss it. She may be more interested than she's letting on. 6. Glancing at your shoes. You might think your shoes are just there to keep your feet covered, but to a woman, they can speak volumes about your style and personality. When a woman takes a moment to glance at your shoes, she's not just checking for scuffs or dirt. She's assessing your overall fashion sense and attention to detail. Are your shoes polished and well-maintained? Or are they scuffed and worn down? Do they match your outfit and the occasion? Or are they wildly inappropriate? These small details can give her insight into your character and priorities, and can even be a deal breaker in some cases. So if you notice a lady's gaze lingering on your footwear, don't be self-conscious. Take it as a sign that she's interested in the whole package from head to toe. If you're enjoying today's tips on dating, don't forget to like and comment. For a deeper transformation, consider our free 60-minute strategy call. You'll learn how to meet more women and date with newfound confidence. Click the link in the pinned comment to reserve your session. 7. Noticing your accessories. It's not just your clothes that catch a woman's eye. It's the little extras that pull your look together. When a woman takes note of your accessories, whether it's a watch, a bracelet, or a pair of sunglasses, she's paying attention to the details that define your style. These small touches can give her insight into your personality and interests, and can even be a conversation starter in some cases. A unique or eye-catching accessory can make you stand out from the crowd and show that you put thought and effort into your appearance. So if you catch a lady eyeing your wrist or admiring your shades, don't be too quick to brush it off. She's taking note of the little things that make you, and she likes what she sees. 8. Reacting to your scent. Gentlemen, never underestimate the power of a good scent. When a woman catches a whiff of your cologne or natural musk, her reaction can be a clear sign of her interest. She might lean in a little closer, take a deep breath, or even comment on how good you smell. This reaction is more than just a polite compliment. It's a sign that your scent is having an effect on her. Scent is closely tied to memory and emotion, and a pleasant or intriguing fragrance can create a powerful and lasting impression. So if you notice a woman taking a deep breath when you're near, or commenting on your cologne, take it as a good sign. Your scent is definitely working in your favor, and she's not afraid to let you know. 9. Prolonged glance at your hands. You might not think much about your hands, but to a woman, they can be a major source of attraction. When a woman takes a moment to study your hands, she's not just checking for dirt under your nails. She's assessing your overall grooming and hygiene, and maybe even imagining what those hands might feel like on her skin. Are your hands strong and masculine with well-defined veins and a firm grip? Or are they soft and well-manicured, with neatly trimmed nails and smooth skin? These small details can give her a sense of your overall approach to self-care and attention to detail. So if you catch a lady's gaze lingering on your hands, don't be too quick to hide them away. She's definitely interested in what they can do. 10. Briefly touching her throat. It's a subtle gesture, but it speaks volumes. When a woman briefly touches her throat while talking to you or listening to you speak, it's a subconscious sign of self-consciousness or vulnerability. This delicate area of the body is often associated with intimacy and trust, and touching it can be a way of soothing herself or drawing attention to her femininity. It's like she's saying, "I'm feeling a little exposed right now, but I'm okay with it." This throat-touching gesture is often accompanied by a slight tilt of the head or a lowering of the eyes, further emphasizing her sense of openness and receptivity. So if you notice a lady's hand fluttering to her neck during your interaction, take it as a good sign. She's definitely feeling the connection, and she's not afraid to show it. 11. Touching her face or chin. Much like touching her throat, a woman's tendency to touch her face or chin during conversation is a subtle but telltale sign of self-awareness and interest. This subconscious gesture is often a way of drawing attention to her features, or soothing herself in a moment of vulnerability. She might brush a strand of hair behind her ear, trace her jawline with a fingertip, or rest her chin in her hand while listening intently. These small touches are a way of highlighting her best assets and showing that she's engaged and attentive. They're also a sign that she's feeling a little exposed or self-conscious, but in a good way. So if you catch a lady's hands wandering to her face during your chat, don't be too quick to change the subject. She's definitely into you, and she wants you to know it. 12. Subtle lip licking. It's a small movement, but it can have a big impact. When a woman subtly licks her lips while talking to you or listening to you speak, it's a subconscious sign of attraction and intrigue. This barely there gesture is often a way of drawing attention to her mouth or moistening her lips in preparation for conversation. It's like she's saying, "I'm ready to engage with you, and I want to make sure I'm at my best." This lip-licking gesture is often accompanied by a slight parting of the lips or a hint of a smile, further emphasizing her interest and receptivity. So if you catch a lady's tongue darting out for a quick swipe during your interaction, take it as a good sign. She's definitely feeling the heat, and she's not afraid to fan the flames. 13. Mirror checking. You might think a woman checking her reflection in a mirror or window is a sign of vanity, but it could actually be a sign of interest in you. When a woman uses a reflective surface to steal a glance at you without making direct eye contact, it's a subtle way of checking you out without being too obvious. She might adjust her hair, smooth her clothing, or simply take a moment to admire your reflection alongside her own. This mirror-checking behavior is a way of assessing her own appearance while also getting a good look at you, all without the risk of being caught staring. So the next time you catch a lady sneaking a peek in a reflective surface, don't be too quick to write it off as mere vanity. She might just be using the mirror as a cover to check you out. 14. Checking out your arms when you're not looking. Gentlemen, if you've been putting in time at the gym, your efforts may not be going unnoticed. When a woman takes a moment to appreciate your arms when she thinks you're not looking, it's a clear sign that she's impressed by your physique. She might let her gaze linger on your biceps as you reach for something, or admire your shoulders as you stretch. This discreet appreciation is her way of taking in your masculine form without being too forward or obvious. It's like she's savoring the view, storing up a mental image for later. So if you catch a lady's eyes wandering to your arms when you're not looking, take it as a compliment. Your hard work is definitely paying off, and she's taking notice. 15. Sideways glances. Sometimes, the most powerful looks are the ones that are almost imperceptible. When a woman gives you a quick sideways glance, it's a subtle but unmistakable sign of interest. This brief, furtive look is often accompanied by a slight smile or a lowering of the eyes, as if she's trying to steal a glimpse without being too obvious. It's a way of checking you out without the risk of direct eye contact, and it can be surprisingly effective. These sideways glances are often a precursor to more overt forms of flirting, a way of testing the waters and gauging your reaction. So if you find yourself on the receiving end of a few sidelong looks, don't be too quick to brush them off. She's definitely interested, and she's just waiting for you to make a move. 16. Subtle body angle changes. It's amazing how much can be communicated through body language alone. When a woman subtly changes the angle of her body during an interaction with you, it's a sign that she's engaged and attentive. She might turn her shoulders slightly towards you, or angle her hips in your direction. These small adjustments are a way of orienting herself towards you, both physically and emotionally. It's like she's saying, "I'm here, and I'm focused on you." These body angle changes are often accompanied by other signs of interest, like leaning in or maintaining eye contact. So if you notice a lady's body language shifting in your favor during a conversation, take it as a good sign. She's definitely into you, and she wants you to know it. 17. Checking you out in a group setting. It's one thing to catch a woman checking you out when you're one-on-one, but it's another thing entirely when it happens in a group setting. When a woman takes a moment to appreciate you from afar while surrounded by others, it's a sign that you've caught her eye in a big way. She might glance at you over her shoulder while talking to a friend, or let her gaze linger on you while you're engaged in conversation with someone else. These stolen glances are her way of admiring you without being too obvious, and they can be incredibly flattering. It's like she's singling you out from the crowd, recognizing something special in you. So if you catch a lady's eye from across the room at a party or event, don't be too quick to look away. She's definitely interested, and she's not afraid to show it, even in a crowd. Now that you know how to spot those signs, what's next for you? Discover the things 98% of women find attractive, or learn how to tell if she's secretly turned on by you. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more.